In this song, I just want you to really understand that life is a journey, and that in the text it talks about sometimes there's rain, sometimes there's sunshine, and sometimes there's silence, and sometimes there's music. And if we never had the silence, I don't think we'd really appreciate the music. I was inspired to write If All the Skies by the text. I actually found the text a few years ago, and I really liked the message of it, but I just didn't have a melodic idea for it, and so I kind of tucked it away. And so later on I pulled it out again and I looked at it and I started playing with it, and I found a melody that I thought worked really well for it, and was very inspired by the message. I really liked the contrast of rain and sunshine, and then silence and music that was in the text. And I feel like so many times students are told you should be happy all the time. Everything should always be fine. And I feel like in this piece that it encourages students to think about there are times when grief is necessary, and it actually gives you times where we actually reach out and help each other and work together. And if things were always wonderful, then we'd probably be more shallow people than we are. Music would get tiresome if you never had silence. And so that contrast to me was really interesting, and I thought I'd explore it with the music. I wrote the melody basically to enhance the text and to bring, for me, the text is really beautiful. So I thought it needs to be a lyric, melodic piece. To me, when I read the text over and over, it just spoke to me that it should soar a bit, and that the piano should be lovely and not really play everything that the voices are playing, but kind of explore things on its own a bit. And so I let the piano part kind of go off from the melody more than a lot of times I do. If I were teaching this piece to my students, I would go ahead and give them the text, or have us read through the text and the music first, and talk about what the text means. And then I found a lot of effectiveness with my students in having them speak the text in rhythm, and then on the parts that have held notes, to have them go ahead and do a crescendo just with the voice and speaking the rhythm. And that really helps with melodic line, not creating huge crescendos, but a line driving through the music. And this piece, it has a beautiful text, so I tried to write a melody that was lovely, that would just touch hearts. In this song, I just want you to really understand that life is a journey, and that in the text it talks about sometimes there's rain, sometimes there's sunshine, and sometimes there's silence, and sometimes there's music. And if we never had the silence, I don't think we'd really appreciate the music. So I want you to feel like at the end of this piece, when you come to it, embrace the silence at the end. Embrace the quiet restfulness of the piece.